reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
How you doing over there, Q?
I'm doing all right. The stream's not showing up. There it is.
All right, there we are.
No, I'm doing all right.
Yeah. The beginning of this month felt very refreshing, and I'm glad that we're kicking it off right. And drinking anything special?
Oh, I'm just still doing the K-Cups. Buy in bulk. Have them for several months. Buy in bulk. So on and so forth.
Remember, kids, buy in bulk. It is probably the smart thing to do. As for
I wouldn't do the K-Cups if I wasn't the only person in the house drinking coffee.
You would do pots and pots of coffee?
I would do a ground coffee to do pots with, because then you're not doing the microplastics and you're not, all that stuff.
But that's what we grew up on.
Yeah, well, that and Road 40.
Thank you for that big old subscription.
Thank you. Oh, and we got to hydrate and stretch.
Yeah.
Just make it work for it.
Yeah, and what we also bought in bulk, Fresca, the good old grapefruit citrus, delicious. Let's get that.
Just picked some up the other day, and I was a little disappointed that they only had the grapefruit. And I was like, "Where's the other two flavors?"
I haven't tried the peach one yet. I really want to try the peach.
It was a lot of grapefruit too. I was like, "Damn! Like, did you guys order like a triple order of grapefruit and forget to order the other two?"
I still have yet.
You know what I forgot to do?
What's up?
I didn't go through and check the games on Prime.
Oh yeah, because it's a new month. While you're doing that though, I got gifted a game and I'm gonna talk about it later. I'm gonna gush about it.
So we got one of the Total Wars.
Okay, I don't mind Total War. Okay.
Tavern Talk.
Ooh.
And Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, which looks like it wants to be Star Wars and wants to be sued over it.
Oh, that bad, huh?
It's pretty Star Wars-y.
Well, that's not too terrible. So if you got Twitch/Amazon Prime and you come over to the Twitch side, you can connect your Amazon account to Twitch and pick up some free games for what are these for? GOG or their own personal thing? Epic Games?
So it's going to show you Luna, and it's going to make it very much look like these are all Luna games. They're not. Make sure you keep scrolling until you get to the claim games section. Rebel Galaxy Outlaw is for GOG. The Total War Attila is for Epic, and Tavern Talk is for Amazon Games Library.
Okay. Now, the Amazon Game Library, they have their own launcher. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
It just downloads really slowly.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's just I don't want another fucking launcher. Yeah, like I've got so many launchers on my computer. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And just grab the ones for GOG. GOG is a fantastic third-party launcher. It's very lightweight, doesn't have any bloat. It'll keep everything in square.
Well, that's the downside, though. If you want Tavern Talk, that one isn't GOG. That one is the Amazon launcher.
That's the Amazon one? Fuck.
I have to grab it,
I mean, I already own Tavern Talk, but for those who don't own it and they want to play it, that's a bit of a shot in the leg.
Thanks to mostly just the Amazon thing over the years, I'm up to 150 games in my GOG.
Oh, yeah. I've probably activated maybe a little bit more than that. During Christmas, they were doing one a day, and we missed out on them.
Oh yeah, I missed out on a shit ton during that.
Yeah, but from what I can guess, there was a lot that could have been. I don't have GOG open right now, but I'm not gonna throw it up there. But I would say that I've probably got a little bit more than that, maybe 175, 180 ish. But Steam's still in the quad digits. Whew. Speaking of rolling over a new month, Abadoop, Humble Bundle Monthly updated with some very interesting choices. One of which you could have gotten a couple weeks ago on Epic Games Store, 0 Hour. It's fine. It's a nice little what do they call it? Body cam military shooter where you're stopping terrorism. That's fine. Bread and Fred, a single player to co op action where you are tied to your friend, and it's a physics based 2D platformer where you have to either throw your friend or whip them around to get to higher spots. This game is called the Relationship Maker or Breaker, and I worry about it. But it does look fun. Small Land, Survive the Wilds gives very much a Ark, but Ark mixed in with Grounded, the Xbox exclusive game where you ride bugs and all that. It gives a bit of build centrifuge while also dealing with giant fucking wasps. Eh. I don't think I'm gonna be activating that one. Hard West 2, a nice little XCOM style game where you get psychological powers in a Wild West setting. I like it. I'm glad I get the second one. A game that we've received the first two games of, Ethereum Odyssey 3. The first two games are little dungeon crawler lights where you go through a dungeon and do castle maintenance slash it's a bit of a stressful organization game, and there's a lot of numbers and understanding. Y'all can have fun with that one. I gave away the other two, and I'll probably give away this one too. Sworn, probably the only game I'm truly excited about in this. A top-down. Well, I take that back. I don't know too much about the first game I'll talk about, but this one is a top-down Hades clone, I guess you can call it, with 1 to 4 player co-op action. I'm definitely gonna hop into this. This looks super cool. I love roguelites. I love Hades. This looks good. This looks great. This one's the weird one. Chance of Senar. It kind of gives me a little bit of Journey vibes. It is done from Focus Software. I don't quite know the premise of this. You're like a usurper of a throne, I'm thinking, trying to get toward the crown, and there's like puzzles and symbol recognition and stealth mechanics. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting, but I don't know too much about it just from this 1 minute trailer that was on it.
The artwork reminds me of something, and I can't think of what it is. What is this?
It has definitely a very memorable style of
Like, yeah,
artwork.
there's something. Not like they stole it, but
No.
there's something out there with a very similar art style. It's kind of driving me nuts.
Mm. But even still, I'm gonna probably hop into this one. It looks very lightweight, very fun. And then the first game, which I caught a very quick glimpse of this image of a person wearing a red cap, red military style cap, and like a flight mask. And I was like, are they giving us like a Red Alert Command and Conquer game? That is precisely it. They are giving us a Command and Conquer like style game. And I was like, okay, I'm happy that you guys are still making these styles of games, even in today's times. I have the hiccups now, so sorry if that comes up on mic. But I miss Command and Conquer. I would go back through Tiberian Sun right now, or Red Alert 2. Ooh, Red Alert 2. But they pretty much give up that, yeah, this is a heartfelt love letter to old school games like that. All those for $15. Yeah, okay. And then yet again, you get your 1 month of IGN Plus, but there's a little extra. You get a coupon also if you get this month of
What?
huh?
I said, "Ooh, a coupon."
A coupon for Resident Evil Requiem, $10 off or 10% off. I'm sorry. So $7 off the regular version. So $63 for Resident Evil Requiem if you happen to get it through Humble Bundle, and it helps out charity. What the monthly charity is Malala Fund. Malala Fund is Women's History Month observance of International Women's Day. Humble Bundle is partnering with them, where every girl can learn and choose her own future. Play games for good. 5% of this is going to that charity.
Which bundle is this again?
Malala Fund.
No, which bundle?
Oh, bundle? Oh, this is the monthly.
Oh, this is monthly. Okay.
Yeah. Badoop. Going over to another one real quick. Best of Boomer Shooters 5 Pentaboom, featuring probably one of the best old school games you can ever include. Killing Time Resurrected, thanks to Night Dive Studios. Sulfur is on here, which is a nice little roguelite, RPG-esque first-person shooter. If you want old school 2000s, late 90s homage, Slayer's X, Terminal Aftermath, Vengeance of the Slayer, where he'll say things like, eat grass, dweeboid, and other things in that area. They try and stay away
How
from
did he
the...
know my name?
Yeah, I know, right? They try and stay away from the cursing, but the poop and fart jokes are really there. Fita Puti Samurai, which watching the trailer, I was heavily like, this is weeb as fuck, and it definitely does speak to a weeb. But it's very fun. It looks very homage worthy, and the trailer is not safe for work at all. Shooty Robot Invasion is what happens if you give an animator freedom to make a first person shooter, and it's very bubbly, airy, pow, zip bam. I enjoy its art style. I think I might purchase this one just because I want to get Killing Time resurrected. So I'm probably gonna hop into this one too. And then the last but not least, Immortal Redneck, a very fast-paced first-person shooter with roguelite elements where you can work on a specific gun, or if you want to work on a melee build, there's a chain that you can bring yourself to enemies or enemies to you. It's got a lot of very interesting mechanics. They just recently updated it to make it a lot more optimized. I remember when this game was heavily unoptimized and ran like garbage, but it runs a lot better now. I would recommend popping into that one, at least for Immortal Redneck. But all of these games, $20, helps out Oceania, which is Oceania is rebuilding abundant and biodiverse oceans by winning science-based policies in countries that control 1/3 of the world's wild fish catch. With more than 225 victories that stop overfishing, habitat destruction, pollution, and the killing of threatened species like turtles and sharks, Oceania's campaign are delivering results. A restored ocean means that 1 billion people can enjoy a healthy seafood meal every day forever. Together, we can save the oceans and help feed the world. I'm not big on seafood, but that's a big thing. Badoop. You like seafood?
I do like seafood. I like sushi. I like, crab and all that. I don't eat a lot of seafood. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to be the person that's causing the ocean to die.
Yeah, or
But,
killing the turtles with their
yeah, I don't. Why are we killing turtles? That doesn't make sense.
with the what is it, the 6-pack holders that we no longer have any more of? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still exist. They put them on like freaking. They put those on like soda bottles still, and on Gatorade bottles.
Oh, that's right, they do. Fucking A. Stop making them. Put them in boxes. We can. At least water is decomposable, so it'll be better to do. Just use boxes, please. Last but not least, the Mega Man Charged Up Collection. Sure, this bundle is $50, but it gives you every single original Mega Man game from Capcom. Which is Mega Man 1 through 10, Mega Man X through X1 through I think X8, which is one of my personal favorite ones. It gives you Mega Man 11 on the offshoot, which I still need to get into. Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection. Mega Man X Dive Offline, which is their interesting mobile gacha game that's has a lot better rates when it's in the offline version. So I'm like, hooray. And then the ones that I never really got into, which is the Mega Man Battle Network, which is Mega Man Battle Network 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you get a shit ton of Mega Man games for $50. And
I mean, that is pretty great. Plus, with the new game coming out, gives you some time to play something on the lead up to it.
yeah, go and play the Blue Bomber. Go. I recommend all of these games. Well, Battle Network I don't know too much about, so I can't recommend all of them, I guess. But
I mean,
and
I would probably be against the mobile one just on principle, but I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, this offline version removes the microtransactions and energy systems to create a massive single-player action RPG set in the deep log. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one to have a gotcha game that's now offline. And I believe it had a Miku collab back in the day. So that does
I don't,
raise up an interest if all of the collab characters are a part of it. But But even still,
just
the
don't
original
like mobile games, like the fact that they're all about trying to just get people to
draw.
spend as much as they can.
Yeah. I don't know. Capcom, you're weird, but keep doing what you're doing, I guess. As said, they're on their apology tour. But even still, $50 is not too bad for that, especially when it's helping out Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Children's Miracle Network hospitals raises funds and awareness for 170 member hospitals that provide 32 million treatments each year to kids across the US and Canada. Donations stay local to fund critical treatments and healthcare services, pediatric medical equipment, and charitable care. Since 1983, Children's Miracle Network Hospitals has raised more than $5 billion, that's a B, billion dollars, most of it $1 at a time through their charity's Miracle Balloon Icon. Woo!
Big
Remember
stuff.
that? Remember that game I was telling you I happened to hop into? It was the
No, I don't listen to what you're talking about.
That's fair. It was Resdident Ebil.
I'm a bit
I
jealous, honestly.
I love this game. From the start, it was a little rough because my PC's not it's strong, but it's not the strongest, so I had to do a little bit of tweaking of the graphical stuff. But hopping into it, I figured out the settings very quickly. Keyboard mouse felt very good. It didn't feel like I needed to pop on a controller. Getting through the first act, I guess you could say, felt good, felt comfortable. Getting through the story, however, I was on the edge of my seat from the get-go. I thoroughly enjoyed it, up until the last act when things started getting a little, lack of better words, harebrained. But I respect it for building future. They actually leaned into another game if they happen to want to do Resident Evil 10 down the line.
They're gonna do Resident Evil 10. Come on,
They
they're
are,
gonna
yeah.
make these things forever.
Yeah. The game felt really good. It still had the Resident Evil core at heart. Leon's part's fantastic. Enjoyed playing as him. I have zero complaints. There were a lot of motifs going into the first save room, and you hear the off, very similar sounding, like reprised of the save room from Resident Evil 2, and I was like, okay, I can get down with this. I do respect the music, the audio. Just you hear something in the next room over, waking up, or exploding, and you're like, the fuck was that? Just beautiful across the board. I give it a stern 9 out of 10. And I recommend it very highly for those who are Resident Evil
Nice.
fans. But I can't go into too much detail because Quincy don't.
No,
Quincy don't got
yeah.
it.
No spoilers, please.
I want you to. I want you to get it. Oh my god, that's a good. Yeah, it's
We
a
start
good game.
spoiling things. I'm gonna start spoiling them back, starting with I got nothing good.
I was about to say I don't think there's very much that I haven't caught up on that you Invincible, I guess. I haven't caught up on Invincible.
I haven't watched the show. I've only read the books.
Oh, you can still spoil that. But nope. Heading over to Steam, I just want to talk about rhythm games for a second. I grew up on rhythm games for a while, and I've only played a little bit of Everhood. And Everhood 2 came out not too long ago. I think March of last year? Yeah, March of last year. And they're going to make Everhood Hunters, a roguelite experience that still works off of the same rhythm style game. And I'm like, oh, I think this is the first roguelite rhythm game. And I just kind of dawned on me that we don't have that genre yet. So I figured I'd blow them up and be like, hey, yo, a roguelite musical combat game, hop into that.
I
It's
feel like
gonna
I'm gonna suck at this.
I mean, I probably will too, but I'm definitely gonna hop into it when it comes out. It is coming soon. It does not have a date, but if you want to get used to the way the game plays, be prepared. It's a weird psychedelic trip. They ask very interesting questions in the midst of your gameplay, like, what are you really doing here? What are you really using this time that you are doing playing this game at this moment, listening to this music? Here, hold on. Let's actually cut the lights, and then goes into this huge monologue of like post existential. I don't even call it a crisis, but like something beyond yourself. Everhood is one of those very interesting ones, and Everhood 2 looked like a trip. But I should get through Everhood 1, and there's I think 3 endings in Everhood, one of which you have to give up your physical form. I don't know. It's and okay, the last word of their little synopsis, to put it simply, you're in for a ride. Mushroom
This this
emoji.
is this is all beyond me.
Yeah. It's a good looking game. You can get the original for $4, the second one for $12. Both are worth the full price of $10 and $20. But I'm probably gonna get Everhood 2 down near the line and talk more about this when Everhood Hunters comes out. But I just wanted to mention it. But I have the power. So the Thursday, literally the day after we talked on the podcast, we have ourselves an announcement for a really cool old school arcade looking beat 'em up built in the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe world. Like this looks like the old school D&D um arcade game. Like models kind of, I don't want to say ripped off, but they look like they are utilized from them and just kind of scaled over. You got the Man at Arms, you got Shira, you got all of the villains, and they look good. I still need to watch the second season of the He-Man show. So that's
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I meant
yeah.
to get around to it, never did.
I gotta go all the way through that. I gotta crush it out because I kind of want to get this game. Like, don't get me wrong, Marvel. I keep wanting to say Ultimate Alliance. The beat 'em up one that I just talked about, but the beat 'em up one, I played. I enjoyed. This one I'm excited for. But Quincy did raise up an interesting thing. If there was any negativity attached to it, because He-Man.
It was a joke.
I know it was a joke. I know, and I was gonna get to that. It was a joke, but I replied with a, well, Mattel's tied to it, so kind of.
Yeah.
So I worked with the joke, but still gave a little bit of honesty. But even still, it's going to be for PS5. It's going to be on Steam, the original Nintendo Switch, and the Xbox Series X and S. It's done by Bitmap Bureau, which, looking at their history, it's fine. I don't have much of a negative
No idea who that
against.
is.
Let me.
Which is not an uncommon thing for me.
I know they did Xeno Crisis, but that's the only one that I know offhand.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, Xeno Crisis, and then they did like old school, like boxes and collectible arts. Let's see here. Our games: Terminator 2D, uh, No Fate, which has this. Actually, I'm just gonna bring it over. I was gonna be worried about bringing it up, but like it has this really. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna just bring up that one game. Show me. Yeah, there we go. You got Sarah Connor, and then you got the T-1000 chilling out in the background with the bullet through the eye. And I'm like, okay, shit, bet. I didn't even know this game was out and about. Like there was no talk about this one, but I do like the. I guess it would be a 32x, a Sega 32x style animations.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I like what they're going with the older animations like this.
Yeah, and then Battle Axe, which is very Golden Axe, but with a little bit more up-rendered graphical bits and bobs, and then it adds in like gauntlets areas, and I was like, shit, Bitmap, I would be playing the fuck out of these games if I heard something about them. Like, like these look cool. These look fun. But yeah, they're all about retro. They love doing old school style games. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for this. And then of course you got the fucking Xenocrisis, which is like a top down shooter. Uh Smash TV meets Alien Carnage. And 2-player co-op. You know, have fun with that. Badoo. Okay, so we got two games that are going to be perishing over this year. One of which is kind of ironic because of its name, Let It Die. Whether or not it's the first one, I don't know. I don't really care. I don't think anyone's playing the Inferno, the second game to the Let It Die. It will relaunch an offline version in the fall, and I don't think it's gonna get bought. But Let It Die will die September 1st. However, the second game, I kind of called it. High Guard, the game that was the highlight of the Video Game Awards, the one that everyone was at the edge of their seats up until the very last moment when Jeff said, this game is highly anticipated by people who really want to make a fun game. Now, I watched a lot of High Guard gameplay. I did not play it myself. Me and 5v5 shoot 'em ups or extraction shooter style games, miss me with them now.
I don't like those kinds of games. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I'm now at that point where I like my blood pressure to be at a nominal level. But sad to say, there's going to be one more patch, and the game will end March 12th. You have roughly a little under 2 weeks to, let's see, 9 days, 8 days to play the game. So if you
The
have
patch is a little wild to me because it's things like we're gonna add skill trees, and it's like
Yeah.
maybe the fact that you released your game without the functions of the game is why it failed.
Yeah, maybe. I don't. Especially an account level progression system. That's a bit of a wild one. That one I would have had at launch. They're going to be adding a new character, a new warden, a new weapon, an account level progression, and as Quincy mentioned, skill trees. And the press, it said for, I believe this was yesterday. You talked about that. Yeah, the 3rd. So yeah, today the patch dropped. So you have 8 days to play the new patch for High Guard. It is still a free to play game. So if you want to hop into it, take a crack at it before it does disappear. I don't have very much to say on it. They could have, the team that was behind it help make Titanfall. If they made a game that was similar to Titanfall, I think we would be better off.
Who
But
owns Titanfall?
EA. EA
Yeah, that's what
and I don't know if it's also on their subsidiary, but yeah, EA in short.
But that's the thing is EA killed Titanfall, killed the potential sequels for Titanfall because it's EA and all they like to do is spend money, not make it.
Yeah.
If these people had gone through and made anything too close to Titanfall, 110% they get sued into the ground.
Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to bring up my Steam. Sorry for flashing everybody with Leon Kennedy.
I mean, considering it's Steam, there's far worse things you're gonna flash us with.
True. I'm glad that I had that hidden. I just wanted to bring up the chat, just make sure there wasn't anything. There we go. Okay. But, I knew it was going to happen. I knew that Highguard, with the numbers it was doing, it was not going to live very well. And that's fine. I just hope that
Was not long for this world.
Yeah. Hopefully the devs either have it come back better, stronger, better. I can't really, I said it looked fun, it looked good. I don't have nothing to say. I need more Titanfall. Unfortunately, they're allergic to fun. Yeah, that's certain game creators right now. I'll explain in a minute, because there is a person who's a little bit allergic to fun. But first,
I'm
let's
not allergic to fun.
not you. Actually, I'll talk about it first then. Miriant. I didn't hear about this until you threw it at me, and I feel very jaded that I didn't hear about this, because I love my old school games. If I could play old school Diablo right now, I would. I love these old school retro style games that need to be preserved for the future. And I like archive sites. All these web archives that are housing all of these old ISOs and old rips of games, comic books, video game magazine inserts, like all of these old retro knowledge filled fucking guides, just everything. 390 terabytes. For those who don't know how big a terabyte is, think Call of Duty times about 1,100. About. Like, that is massive on how many things is on this thing. But I went through the files and did a little bit of digging around. There is a lot of Toho project stuff. So if you happen to be a fan of Ikaruga or Toho style stuff, bullet hell shoot 'em up games, they're there. Old Internet Archive style stuff from, God, I think it goes far back. It's got inserts from Retro Achievements. It's got Laserdisc collections from,
But that's an interesting one.
yeah, it's got Dragon's Lair, Space Ace, Time Gal, all of which are fantastic. If you even like Don Bluth's animation, go and check out Space Ace and Dragon's Lair. I guarantee you those are going to be fantastic to watch on a Laserdisc rip. I guarantee it. There are some laser games that are okay, not great. They run like garbage even on today's hardware, but they're there, for the future. But alas, Miriant will shut down on the 31st of March, 2026. Download any content you find important. More information can be found on the Miriant's Discord server and Telegram channel. Because
I do believe also the rise of AI servers and whatnot did not help with this, because it's just causing the equipment to run something like this to cost more and more.
Yeah. And here I thought like an actual virus would be like a human virus, one that would like borderline T virus would be the thing that would kill off all the archives of the world. No, it's AI. AI is what's killing off the archives of the world.
I mean, it's kind of the T virus. It was human made bullshit.
True. Yeah, I'll give you that then. But in short, go onto this thing and just go digging, because I found old Diablo, so I can go and play Diablo 1. It runs on DOSBox and it does okay, but I can play it. I can play it on today's hardware. So I'm not supporting piracy. It's supporting archive.
It's archival. It's not piracy. You're not paying for anything also, so there's no laws with trademarks and whatnot.
Nope.
It's no different than using the Internet Archive.
Yeah, go and grab some old school games, some retro games. Teach the new generation on some of this stuff, because I guarantee you, some of these old games are still aces. As I said, I was just talking about Command and Conquer. I'm gonna go see if Red Alert 2's on this bitch. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm not gonna close that a bit. Badoop. Pokemon Winds and Waves was announced at the Pokemon Direct not too long ago, and the Pokopia, the game where you play as a Ditto, had received its early what do they call them, reviewer. Uh, what do you think a game where you can play as a Ditto in a Pokemon style world, running into other Pokemon style villagers? That's kind of Animal Crossing. What do you think would get? What do you think the rating would be?
I mean, I would assume E, but because you're asking me this question, obviously it's not.
No, it's E. I'm talking like from the reviewers. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna tell me like someone's fucking the dittos or something.
Uh, uh. So across the board,
Like you hit me with a weird thing there. You're like
I
the
did.
rating. I was like, what's going on? Like, what is
I,
this game about?
I did. I'm sorry. I'm
Um,
sorry. I'm talking. I'm talking from the reviewers, 1 through 10.
from the reviewers, I feel like it's very much the kind of game people enjoy, and it's a IP people love, and it's them doing something more with Pokemon. I feel like they're probably mid to high. I
Nothing
don't know
that.
that it's getting 10 out of 10 across the board by any means, but I don't think it's getting ones and threes.
Okay, that's very astute. It got 1 8, a couple nines, and a bunch of tens. People find
Okay.
this game to be very fun and bubbly, especially when it has online server capabilities, meaning if you game share with a friend, they can hop into that world and be building even if you're not playing. So you don't need to be online for your friends to do building, which I'm like, that's a plus. That's a huge fucking benefit. Where it's like, if
Right.
we're on different schedules and you're like, hey, I really want to build on the world, I have to wait till you get home. No, you can now go and build on that world. That's a plus. That's a huge plus. Good job, fucking Game Freak slash Nintendo. That's a good
And
one.
I'm pretty sure. Well, wait a minute. There's a third company in there we need to give props to too. I just don't remember their name.
Probably.
Okay, yeah, because Pokemon's owned three ways: Game Freak, Nintendo, and one other. Um, it's like Creature or something like that.
Oh, you're right. It is
Did I
Creature.
did I understand the thing I saw earlier about that game is also going to allow you to play people on Switch One?
From what I can tell, there's only Switch 2, so I don't know about this. I
What's
don't
the
know
name of it
about
again?
Pocopia.
Oh,
Here, I'll bring it over here. Hang on.
oh,
Boop,
yeah.
boop, boop. So it's $70 for this wildly fun-looking sunny game, and I do enjoy the color scheme that they chose for it.
Yeah, no,
Very
it came out within this.
fun.
Yeah, no, it's coming out for or just came out for. No, it comes out tomorrow
Tomorrow.
for the Switch. And it looks like you're gonna be able to play it back and forth
Oh, between one?
through. Yeah, or through the first Switch. The game's coming out for the first Switch, and the game share will allow you to play with people on Switch too.
Ah, okay. That's what that is. Okay. Then yeah, that's not terrible then. I would
Yeah,
okay. That's not terrible. But water wheels, hopefully that builds for water wheel power. I like the look of it and I'm like, why didn't this type of like strength, why didn't all of this effort go toward their other games like Arceus? And I was like,
I liked Arceus.
right. But texturally, well, okay, then we'll say Pokemon ZA, where it had
Yeah, I didn't play.
cardboard textures, where it looked
I
very
think we
flat.
hit a point with the main Pokemon line where they've gotten lazy and just looked at it as well. If we don't even have to try it, it's gonna make money.
Yeah.
And you're getting like these side games that I feel like are not the main crew over at Game Freak and over at Nintendo. I feel like this is like the other people that they go, yeah, go work on this side project. That are the ones that like are actually putting in the time and effort because everything else is just nope, just run it through the mill again. We'll just keep making the same thing. People will keep buying it because that's let's be honest, that's what the Pokemon games have been for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Like show me what the difference is between each one. You know what I mean? Like it's never enough of a difference to justify buying another $60 or $70 game.
Oh, and they got a moss covered Snorlax. They got Pikachu, a pale Pikachu, and Professor Tangrowth. Huh. Interesting. They'll have different variants of Pokemon that we haven't seen before.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And then, of course, a mystery gift, a key card. Okay. All right. I'm surprised that it added a whole lot of features that should be in other games, but I'm not mad at it. I'm actually very impressed that Pokopia is being well received, and I kind of want it. It just sucks that I need a Nintendo Switch. I would like to get a Nintendo Switch 2 for it.
You don't. That's what I was just telling you.
I
It's
know.
you can buy it for the Switch.
I want the Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, why do you? But you just said you need to get the Nintendo Switch 2 for it.
I don't know why. No, I want to get a Nintendo Switch 2 for it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought you were saying that it was like only a Switch 2. I'm like, no, it's not.
Well, I still haven't. Hold on. Because I don't see where it says that it's available for that. Yeah, it just says Switch 2. So that's why I'm confused now.
Hold on. Let's see. Everything I've been told. It's oh my god. Yes. Just do the security verification. I hate websites that do that now.
Yeah, I hate it too. Oh my god, you can turn into a Dragonite. Holy cow. Okay, the world is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Like, I thought it was
Okay,
just
yeah.
like a pretty medium-sized island. No, you can travel between the islands.
Okay, so I am only finding it for sale for the 2, but I'm finding a thing right here that's stating that yes, it does work between 1 and 2 for the share thing. So I'm confused.
Thanks for the view, bot. Go away. Look, man, I
Hold
ain't
on.
paying for
What's this
viewers. I
article?
will never pay for viewers. Get fucked.
That's nothing. Okay.
Drillbur.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not finding anywhere I can buy it, but I'm finding conversations about it working for the Switch.
Hmm.
That's weird. Okay, so maybe it is just Switch 2. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to think anymore.
Hmm. Okay. And also, it's got room design very similar to Animal Crossing, which obviously big benefit, huge benefit. I love working on my rooms in Animal Crossing. I need to do that again. But Winds and Waves, Switch to exclusive, 2027, looks fantastic. They said Pokemon ZA, we fuddled that one. We fumbled the bag. We were working on this the whole time. Fucking adorable costumes that your Pokemon can wear. The water looks fantastic. And I'm like, this can't play on the Switch 1. So be aware of that. This is a Switch 2 exclusive. Pokemon are all over the place. And there's not like zones like Pokemon ZA. It's actual areas to
How long
go
ago did
and
ZA come out?
uh June of last year? Didn't come out too
No.
long.
Really?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Pokemon ZA. I know it didn't come out too long ago. October 16th of last year.
And we're already looking at the new one.
Yep, with 3 new starters.
Yes.
One of which is getting, well, every single one of them is getting memed to hell and back. You've got bird with angry eyebrows, a gecko that's slightly sassy, and no thoughts, only fluff.
I mean, it's better than back when they had the weed cat.
Yeah, but Pombon definitely is going to be the choice that I choose. Everybody on the internet is basically saying if Pombon stands up on 2 feet and becomes a firefighting type, they are going to revolt. So keep the thing on all fours, and don't push your luck. Apparently, they have diving suits and whatnot, so you can do undersea stuff. That's gonna freak the fuck out of me. But if I were to get a Switch 2 and get this game, I might conquer that fear just to get into this, because this looks
How much did the
fun.
Switch 2's?
Let's find out.
And are they still pulling that crap? Or they technically have the right to decide that you don't have the right to play your game anymore?
No. I didn't hear about that one from Nintendo. I didn't heard about that one. I heard it from Ubisoft, but I did not hear about it from Nintendo.
No, there was a thing. There was a thing where they were pulling. They were going to pull the whole thing where you weren't going to get physical cards. You're going to get the digital codes, even if you went and bought the physical thing.
Oh, that's
Switch
for
2.
some of the games. Yeah, some of the Nintendo
And
branded games.
then they could just suddenly decide.
The game is on the
the-
cartridge. Yeah.
Yeah, they could just suddenly decide, like, you know, no, you don't have access to this game anymore.
Yeah, no,
And there was also the thing that if they happen to think that you might have possibly, without any proof, have modded your console, they will shut your console down and break it.
that one I have no idea. I'm not gonna be kerfuddling with it when
No, neither am I, or well, I'm not getting one, but neither am I. But the fact that they can just suddenly decide, oh, we think you did, and shut down your however expensive this fucking thing is.
$500.
Yeah, eat my ass. That's more than my car payment.
Yeah, $449.99 for the original Switch 2 from Nintendo. $500 if you want to get it with the Mario Kart World included.
Which, I mean, Mario Kart World is ridiculously expensive also.
Yeah. And then another $70 if you want Pokopia, and then another $70 if you want Pokemon Winds and or Waves.
Well, it's like PlayStation was just in the news again because they decided after the last several years of doing this and it being a success, they no longer like money and have decided that they are no longer going to release their games on Steam.
Yeah.
Most likely starting with Wolverine. You will only be able to play it on the PlayStation 5. And it's like, I'm not spending $700 plus the $70 for Wolverine to play that game.
Yeah.
Yep, you got to be out of your mind.
When hopefully, knock on wood, the AI bubble pops a little bit quicker, and you'll be able to get like a secondhand PC for about $700. And the secondhand PC will have today's specs.
That's the problem whenever we have things like this in the world happen. You know, the AI thing, the egg price thing. What inevitably happens is the price goes to the roof on these things. And then whatever thing is affecting it to cause the prices to go high inevitably goes away. And there's no reason for the price to stay high, but all the companies go, well, you've been paying it this whole time, proving you will. So we're just going to keep the prices there.
I'm highly doubting it. Yeah, after the AI bubble will pop, keeping the silicone at that price is actually not going to be healthy for for any of the digital economy that's going on right now. But the pre-builds are still somewhat inexpensive right now, so don't buy your RAM sticks. Do not try and build your own PC. I hate to say it, but buy a pre-build if you can get one. Because Micro Center has a real good deal on pre-builds right now for super inexpensive. But I once the AI bubble pops, we'll see a definite decrease. It may not be major, but we'll see a decrease.
Hey man, something's got to decrease. Gas is now going up. I need something to go back down to being cheap.
True. And hopefully video games begins to start thinking about going back down, considering the last 2 years of games have not, the best selling games have not sold for even $50. Because when you look at Expedition 33 sold for 50, sold a shit ton of copies even without the Game Pass thing that it's had since what was it, February?
I'm not sure.
But even still, like you don't need to sell your game for $70 to make money. Slap forehead.
Well, that's the thing. Even if you're going to sell your game for $70, why is the digital? And we've talked about this in the past. Why is the digital just as expensive as the physical? At this point, like I'm ready to go back to buying physicals, especially if there was if a company like say Expedition 33 guys, say that group went through and they decided to release a physical version of that game, and they put a booklet in it. Oh, you bet your ass I go buy that over the digital one.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm getting something for that $70,
Yeah,
$50 or whatever.
yeah, that book, the booklets have gotten thinner and thinner, and then just went away.
They're gone. Yeah,
Yeah, now
they're
it's
just gone now.
now it's digital guides.
Now it's empty cases on the shelves that comes with a QR code you scan when you get home.
That is true.
That you don't even getting a disc anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't want it to be online to play a game that I own.
That yeah. We are very reliant on the internet nowadays, and I wish that
And that's costing me out the ass.
true.
Like internet prices are through the fucking roof.
Yeah. Hey Google, do you guys want to, come over here a little bit quicker? I would like to have your fiber.
The second that fiber goes in and is like everywhere in town, they're upping the prices.
I mean, hell, it's better than what we're paying right now. And it would be uncapped, meaning we're not subject to the cap, where
We just have to deal with Google fucking collecting everything.
I mean, it's not like they don't already have it.
That's
I hate to admit it, but
no, it's a bad way to look at that. Because there's always something new.
there will be something that will learn the information that you already gave it and take it and move it to another location. But that's another argument for another time. But I'm still here for Pokemon. Like, as much as EA disappointed a lot of fans and kind of me, even though I never bought it, Winds and Waves looks fantastic. The water looks fucking great. The areas look like a place I would love to explore. Pokopia did very well with reviewer copies and looks very fun.
You said that Red and Green are gonna bring trading to it.
Yes, that is a future update that is going to
That is confirmed.
It is confirmed only for local, so you have to still take your Switch over to
That's fine.
another Switch to do trading. It will not be online based, so be aware.
Will you be able to trade between your copies of Red and Green?
There was a hint that they were gonna add a Pokemon Home like box if you already have Pokemon Home, but I'm not gonna confirm or deny because the subject matter was just talking about it, but I don't know.
Okay. Because these are the hangups that have stopped me from buying that, and I don't ever buy Nintendo games anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to also buy Pokemon Red, Fire Red, just because that was one of the first, I guess you can call it a remake, because it was a remake of Red, that I truly enjoyed a lot more than the original. The original I played while, sitting in a doctor's office and just burning time, while Fire Red I had a little bit more better memory with. I would like to go back through that one.
So these were Fire Red and Leaf Green. These weren't Red and Green. I thought they were Red and Green.
They were Red and Green, and then Blue was never released in Japan.
No, what I'm saying is the ones that we're getting for the Switch, the $20 ones.
Yeah.
Is it Red or is it Fire Red? Because you just said Fire Red.
Yeah, Fire Red. It's Fire Red. Red is the original. Fire Red is the remake. Is the remake?
I know. Okay. I know that Red's the original. Fire
Okay.
Red's the remake that they did for the Game Boy Advance. What I'm asking is the Switch one Fire Red or is it Red? This whole time I thought it was Red and Green, not Fire Red and Leaf Green.
It is Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Gotcha. Okay, I was just checking that because I was like, this whole time I was operating off the idea of them being Red and Green, not Fire Red and Leaf Green. Not that it really matters. I wanted to clarify in my brain.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is, and they're also releasing other languages, Spanish and French, which is kind of interesting.
That's good. Yo soy Pikachu.
C. Last thing on the docket. So in 19 hours from now, Capcom is going to be running a spotlight, and I'm like, well, they've already done all of the Monster Hunter stuff for the year. We just got our last big thing. Resident Evil Requiem.
Really, this early in, they're done with it?
Well, the last major update. So they might be adding, a couple more events and a couple more monsters. But as far as like making sure the game runs well and areas, that's it. Now it's just adding small bits and features and events, which that was how they did World. They did it for a good year, a little bit under a year, and then we got Iceborne. So we got a full DLC with 2 major areas. So that's probably what they're going to announce tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So we're probably going to get some nice Monster Hunter DLC, hopefully. As said, Requiem just dropped not too long ago, so I iced that. I'm hoping to see hopefully a little bit of a hint of DLC. I'm not gonna put it on my bingo card, but it would be a nice little center spot for the free space. Pragmata is probably gonna be a part of it. They've been talking about Pragmata since fucking August of last year. Neutral to Pragmata. You can keep it. They did have a hint that more Capcom style games are going to be shooting out, so we might get wind of the Mega Man game. We might get a little bit more of a shout of a Devil May Cry game, perhaps. We may get a fighting
It's
game.
just a DMC uprender.
I'm okay with that. Hey, just as long as we are getting good games to people, I'm okay with that. If it's Mighty Number 9, fucking throw it away. I don't care. But if it's DMC, sure, I didn't mind DMC. It's not my favorite Devil May Cry game, but it's not the worst. I'll take it. But I am very excited to see what Capcom is going to be bringing out tomorrow. It is a 45-minute long show starting tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Any other game things you got, Q?
I want to say that we are missing something.
Are we?
I feel like we're. Oh, did we grab Game Pass this week?
Oh no!
It's the first week of the month.
Yeah, you're right. I got it.
I'm just like, there was something. I'm like, we're missing something.
Yeah, because they actually announced some cool shit this month. I remember.
Remember, if you're watching live, remember to say something in the chat every now and then, because we want to make sure the views are correct. You're up to 5. We're down to 4, and now I'm sad.
There's one image, and then today Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2 are available on Game Pass. I might grab Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Nice.
And then Final Fantasy 3 also just dropped today. But however, on screen, today drops To a T, a interesting game where you play as an individual going through a daily life style thing, but it's very methodical, very to a T. F1 2025, the experience racer, as they want to call them. I don't like that term of experience racer. Just call it realistic racing or something of that sort.
Listen, I live in Vegas. I don't want to fucking hear anything about F1.
I also I like F1 as a casual enjoyer of.
You don't have to drive on the roads.
True. Planet of Lana 2, Children of the Leaf. I heard this game was actually very heartfelt, very beautiful. Music is great, so I might hop into that one. That one's coming out soon. Construction Simulator. Miss me with it. Big one here. Cyberpunk 2077 is dropping on Game Pass. I recommend this game to anyone and everyone. If you're not a Cyberpunk fan, I don't want to talk to you. I love Cyberpunk.
What I hope is that this means that maybe we'll get Phantom Liberty eventually, because I own Cyberpunk, so I don't need this on Game Pass. But I'd gladly take the DLC being on Game Pass.
Oh, the DLC is so great. You'll love it.
I still have to finish Cyberpunk, so.
Oh, well, yeah, get through that first. Going over to the cloud gaming is Hollow Knight Silksong. It's still on Game Pass, but they wanted to make mention that it's going to go to cloud gaming. They also announced that more games are going to be available on cloud gaming. That being said, the last game on this list, I don't think, I know Quincy and I aren't going to be really excited about, maybe Quincy is, DreamWorks Gabby's Dollhouse, Ready to Party.
I have no idea what a Gabby is.
I don't either, but it looks very...
Am I that out on the DreamWorks stuff? Like, there's a whole character that's good in video games that I don't know anything about?
I think it's a Paramount Plus kids show, I think.
Interesting. All right.
I believe that's where I may have caught a glimpse of this, but I have no fucking idea. It's like a Blue's Clues offshoot, I believe.
I'd rather just have Blue's Clues.
True that. Or Bluey. I'll take Bluey.
I hear Bluey's great, but that's not the same thing.
True. But even still, Cyberpunk. Hopefully it doesn't drop at the end of this month. If it drops like next week, hop into this shit. If you have never played Cyberpunk and you like first-person shooters, that's actually kind of annoying to me. Go and play Cyberpunk. Love it. Love it to death. It's probably top 10 game. Top 5. All right. Any other gaming things? I think I grabbed it all.
I think we're good now.
All right.
It was like I said. It was like I could just feel it in the back of my head. I was like, we missed something.
I'm glad you remembered because I completely iced it. Cyberpunk reference. But shoe news. Starting off with something that I sent to Quincy, and it was on Twitter or TikTok, and I was very stunned that Birkenstock made these. Birkenstock slash Rugroth Child made a collaborative shoe of Courage the Cowardly Dog clogs. I love Courage. Courage is probably one of my favorite cartoons of the time.
I love Courage. I'm not touching these.
Yeah, they are.
First of all, I'm already not a Birkenstock guy. Like I don't like sandals of any form. It's just not me.
Yeah.
I have a couple pairs of slides for like the gym, the pool, the beach. That's it. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, they're fine. I like they do show off the Courage scared face, and they have a couple of the spots off on the side. They look fine, but also $100, a little bit pricey for some slip-on
That's
shoes.
insane for a freaking pair of pink clogs that you know are going to shred dirt like crazy.
Yeah, they do have this like felt-ish style look of texture about them, so they look like they would absorb dirt and grime or oils of a sort, but they are adorable, and I just wanted to talk about them for a moment. Badoop. Heading over to the Puma side of things, Puma and Pokemon have their collaboration that is getting a little bit more electrifying. I really like the look of these shoes.
Chat's response to the Courage ones was good. The things you wear for love.
The things I wear for love. I really like these Pikachu brand. Like these are Pikachu branded shoes. Bright yellow with some soft black stripes kind of cut it in there. Some red quote unquote cheeks, as I'll call them, and a lightning bolt kind of going through the front middle. I kind of like the look of it. And then you got Pikachu both on the side and on the back of the tongue. I don't have a problem with these. I just wouldn't wear them because they are just bright yellow. But, for what is it, 140? 140 for these high performance pro shoes. Not terrible, especially for a collab. But,
yeah. I don't think I've ever spent more than 65 on a pair of shoes.
Yeah, 85 at most for like if it was Nike. Maybe.
I didn't really wear Nikes growing up, and now I just wear cheap things that I think look decent.
I wear Skechers because they're comfy. But
that's the thing. Even when I bought Skechers, I bought them on sale.
Yeah, buy one get one. That's what I got my last pairs on. We talked about the Jurassic Park and Jaw, the Nike Jaw 3s. These ones are a new design on those old ones, so they're like a re-release, but it also has Jurassic Park embossed on the tongue of it with the would you say this is the vehicle color scheme? Like the truck?
I want to make sure chat is caught up. So is this one with the red swoosh?
Yeah, the red swoosh.
Maybe it's definitely not correct if that's what they're going for, but I could see that being as an inspiration.
Okay. But $135 for these Jurassic Park branded Nikes. So a bit heavy-handed, but the Jurassic Park box with some claw marks on the side. Not terrible. Oh, and it even comes with a keychain of amber with the Ja logo in the middle of it, which is kind of cool.
That's kind of cool. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I like the keychain more than I do the shoe.
Oh, I just got over to. I never saw the insoles. Wait till you get to the insoles on the chat. Woohoo!
On the stream.
Yeah, on the stream. You know what I meant.
Oh, those are nice. Clever girl.
Correct. These are set to be released in the middle of April of 2026 for $135. Badoop. We talked about Bull Airs last week. We're going to talk about Bull Airs this week. Bull Airs and Moobies, or Clerks, I guess. They have done a couple collabs we've talked about before, but Quincy said that Jason Mewes popped out
He just reposted it or liked
reposted
it or something.
And I gotta say, for $350, it's a bit pricey, but they are very well put together looking. Dante's name badge on the side, the whole movie logoing all across them. If they were just a little cheaper, I would be like, yeah, these are pretty fair for that cost.
Like that's the thing. Like I'm a big Kevin fan, and these are honestly they're god awful, but in the best way possible. I can't spend $350 on a pair of shoes. I can't. Like I'm gonna step in things and walk over things and bend them driving the car and stuff like it. Just no, I can't do it. I can't bring myself to spend that kind of money on shoes.
Yeah. But they also have their if you plan to shoplift, let us know. Thanks shirt back in stock.
You remember when Journey did the Marvel collab and I bought the Spider-Man Vans
Yes.
and eventually they died and then I bought a second pair and eventually that pair died and so I don't have a pair of those anymore. I have the Tom's Spider-Mans. Those are beyond uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're thin, right? Those are those really thin ones.
The Toms aren't thin. It's like the sole just refuses to break in. Like no matter what I do, that shoe will not break in.
Okay.
But the reason I bring it up is someone is selling the complete Journey set in my size of all the different Marvels they did for $1,000.
Gosh.
I'm like, it's several pairs of shoes, and I'm still like, no.
Oh man, I don't think I would spend $1,000. How many pairs of shoes is it at least?
Oh, it was a lot.
Okay, if at least it was of which a lot, that's fine then, I guess. Wear a pair of shoes every year until they all wear down.
See, and that would just make me feel sad because like I'm just destroying them.
We live to destroy, Quincy. We live to destroy.
I'm not seeing it now. I saw it a while back, not that long ago. Yeah, I'm not finding it now, but it was more than like 4 or 5 pairs.
Okay, so you would definitely get your quote unquote money's worth.
Yeah, so like here's an old ad from when they first came out, and there's 6 pairs here, and I think this person had the second run that they did too.
Where am I looking?
Oh, I'm not actually showing you.
Oh.
I'm just looking.
Gotcha.
So it's the 3 high tops and then the 3 lows.
Gotcha. They do still have a few other things a part of their Kevin Smith collection, such as the Silent Bob and Jay Steers, where they are definitely coded like Jay and Silent Bob. They have a limited stock of their Movies Bruisers jerseys, because they obviously do jerseys for them. A bit of a bummer that the Bluntman and Chronic with the Cock Knocker hockey jerseys are all sold out. The shorts from the Mallrats gone, but the button-up and the other version of the mesh shorts are still available on sale. So there is a bunch of Kevin Smith branded stuff if you happen to want to get some Kevin Smith branded stuff. Thank you. Ugh, pop my ears.
Is your brain still attached?
I don't know, but we'll find out. Talking about Crocs. Yeah, Crocs. You like Crocs?
You know I don't.
You like? I was gonna ask if you like McDonald's, but not even I like McDonald's. Um,
Nobody likes McDonald's. Even their CEO doesn't like McDonald's.
yeah. So Crocs, obviously, they've done this before, and as of March 10th, they're going to be having these be a part of their collector's edition style of toys, toys in parentheses, where you can collect different all-American branded Crocs, and they're just little toy models of Crocs with little gibbet holes in the middle. You could probably put them on an action figure or something. I would be a big action figure now looking at that palm size. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that McDonald's and Crocs, I don't know if this is a good collaboration. Man, just bring back Hot Wheels. Like, honest to God. Just bring back Hot Wheels.
Wait, can we go back to like good Happy Meal toys? You know what? Fuck Happy Meal toys. Go back to the Batman Forever glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring back
I
like
mean,
all
I
the-
own my set, but like, yeah.
like bring back like cups and like merchandise, you know? And have it be exclusive. Have a little bit of your branding down at the bottom, but have it be set for the movie, you know? Whatever. But Crocs. Nah. Even I'm not happy with this one. Blech. Ba-doop. A trailer I wasn't expecting to see in a short time, but I guess this explains where Kai Cenat was, because he hasn't streamed in a while, but he apparently appeared in the Scary Movie 6, or is it just Scary Movie?
I think it's supposed to be 6.
Okay. Scary Movie 6 trailer was fun. I actually really enjoyed it. They did very loudly say we're still not PR. Get fucked. And I'm very excited for this movie. Everyone seems to be coming back for it except for Charlie Sheen as of right this minute.
I mean, that's the thing. He was later in the films. It was after the Wayans left.
That is
There's
true.
a lot of stuff that's happened with Charlie since then.
That
I
is
don't see the
true.
problem with Charlie not being part of this.
I also
What
don't.
matters to me is that the Wayans are back. That's what I want. And I don't even like Scary Movie because it was never really my thing. Like some of the jokes are funny.
Yeah.
But like the Wayans is what I care about.
I concur. Seeing the Terrifier also have a bit of a funny cameo in this was also very enjoyable. I'm here for all of what this is setting up to be. Will I watch it in theaters? Probably not. I'd like to see one more trailer, I think. One more full embossed trailer that showcases what this is actually going to be about. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that Scary Movie had a very rough semblance of a plot, but I don't know. I feel like I've grown up a little bit from the humor that was Scary Movie 1 and 2. If I were to rewatch those movies, I don't think I would have very much fun.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, especially with things like that, you get you start hitting that cringe factor,
A
and
little
it's
bit.
like, it's not like when you watch The Office and that's the joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you have that little bit of biting your tongue, and you're like, "Am I supposed to find that funny?" And then
Like the absurdity of Michael Scott is the joke in The Office.
yeah.
So I don't know if this will have aged that way.
Like, are we supposed to laugh at what is his name? The weird one that doesn't like walking behind people. Or walking in front of people. It starts with S.
I don't remember.
But even still, it is very strange humor. I might just hop into it just because they during the trailer they did show that they were using one of the shoddy ragdolls that gets knocked off of a car, and I'm like, hooray, we're bringing back ragdolls. Like that was another one of my like pet peeves is we're dealing with, you know, people CGing car accidents and taking things from a different perspective. No, bring back ragdolls. It's funnier that way. But you know, do we even have a date on? I don't even think we have a date. We just have it's coming around.
Let me see.
Oh, here we go. June 12th, 2026.
Never mind. You got to it. There we go.
Yeah, June's right around the corner too. Last couple things I've got. Last 5 things. First thing, all these things are from Sideshow.com, the wonderful figure makers slash statue. G- I will call them masters just because they made 3 versions of the Doomslayer from uh, Doom: The Dark Ages, and all 3 versions are fucking great looking. One of which where he holds the double barrel, one of which where he holds the plasma cannon, and one of which where his helmet is off and the double barrel. I personally would not get the one with the helmet off, but each one of these figures kind of pricey, $1,500, and does not start shipping until July of next year. So this pre-order just opened up, I think, day before yesterday.
Yeah, the one with the helmet off kind of bothers me, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You don't take the helmet off. He's like a Mandalorian.
But in original Doom, the helmet, the face was like in the corner. Like, we saw the face all the time. So why is this so weird?
It just does. It's weird. Like, even in the new Dark Age game, you can have the classic face down at the bottom. But I don't know. Having the mask off just doesn't click. But even still, the original $1,505, while the deluxe edition with the helmet off is $1,965. That's a really ridiculous jump. But the deluxe edition is also limited to 400 units, while the original still is kind of up in the air whether or not it's going to have a numbered printing. The deluxe edition with the plasma cannon and a better posture. Interchangeable guns. Oh, swappable parts, and his eyes glow. Oh,
That's pretty sick.
okay, maybe it might be worth that extra $300. Well, see, it's worth that extra $300, but I'm like, oh, well, it's still kind of pricey. The Imp is also available in Doomslayer Collection. If you want to go check out all that they're offering for Doom: The Dark Ages, there's a lot available there. Go check out sideshow.com/collectibles/Doom. But going over to the Weeb side, the Final Fantasy side of things, Fran from Final Fantasy 12 has a really good-looking figure here. It's also done by the Good Smile Company. So this is a handshake between Square, Good Smile, and Sideshow to sell this really nice-looking figure made out of acrylic for $350, set to ship June of 2027. I like the look of it. I liked Final Fantasy 12, but I would personally
My
like.
big problem with these figures that take over a year to ship is twofold. One, I ended up forgetting I fucking ordered it. That's what happened with my Bugs Bunny Superman one. And then it literally showed up the week I was packing up my house to move, and I went, "Oh my god, good thing it showed up now."
Yeah, yeah. I concur. And then, like, I worry about the shipment of like all of these very loose parts and or very thin
So
parts.
mine had no loose parts, but it shipped just fine. But then when I packed it, is actually when it got fucking damaged. So the shipping did a better job of keeping it safe than I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I worry about all of it because it looks very thin because Fran from Final Fantasy 12 is very thin. But
Yeah, that bow alone, and then the ears. I'm assuming the ears don't ship connected. I'm assuming they magnet in. But yeah,
maybe to attach to the helmet. Hard to know. But even still, a fantastic looking Final Fantasy 12 figure. I very rarely see Final Fantasy 12 stuff, so happy to see that this is around. Something that is ungodly amount of cost with some very interesting tech brought into it. This Bespin battle, the battle between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, at 21.2 inches of height, hand sculpted using ceramic, and the I believe the lightsabers are made out of glass, and the paint with gloss, everything is done by hand, I believe. $5,555, limited to 504 units.
that is wow.
So I mean, and apparently this thing, if it's made out of actual fucking ceramic, this thing is gonna be heavy. Ooh, excuse me, hiccups came back.
Fragile. It's gonna be fucking fragile as shit.
Fragile too. And $5,000 if better fucking it says shipping shipping. Make sure that this shit comes here in one piece.
Yeah, can I buy insurance on it? Because like, if you break it,
um
I'm getting a refund.
well, yeah, apparently there's you can buy them locally. Oh, well, I tried doing a pre-order and it said no 405, meaning that this is not connected yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, shipping quote. Oh, yeah, I can hit that. There was an error trying to get shipping rates. Please try again. Oh, it doesn't
See, even
work.
they're not confident about shipping it.
Yeah, I would concur. But even still, it says that some of these places do sell like sideshow things locally. If you can find a comic book place that can order it for you, you may have to put up a bit of a deposit. From what I've understood, they do that kind of stuff. But yeah, the deposit's usually half the cost of it, anyways. So
Right.
enjoy that kind of thing. Uh, an interesting figure, one that I didn't think would get one. Godzilla 1998, for those who remember that Godzilla, the only one that could run. Um, I was not a fan of Godzilla 98 for multiple
That's
reasons.
not true.
What's not true?
Because we have the one that does the tail slide to kick. That took a little bit of speed.
That took a little bit of speed, but the one that could actually run.
Yeah.
I like this figure. I love. This is also the one that had the animated series also done on it. So you
Mhm.
know, and if you like the animated series more than the, that's a lot of
I
fish.
actually really liked this movie, but I was younger than you when this came out,
Yeah.
and that might be a big reason. And now, like when I watch it, it's just it's the movie I loved as a kid.
Okay.
This was like
Okay.
the first VHS tape I personally owned.
Okay. Okay. So it has a lot of sentimental stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of sentimental. I'm not saying it's a good Godzilla movie. I'm saying I love this movie.
Yeah. And I mean, having a Godzilla that can run would be very horrifying, but also in the grand scale of Godzillas, this one's actually one of the more smaller.
Yeah, Zilla is smaller. She also is a girl, which is unusual for Zilla.
Oh
For
yeah,
Godzilla.
because they had
Um,
eggs, which was very eerie.
and then no fire breath,
Yeah, no
no
fire,
atomic breath,
no,
no any kind of breath.
yeah, but was very quick, agile, had tensile strength in the jaws, cut through a building like nothing, like butter. So there's a little bit there, just not quite Godzilla. I would say, as chat says, it was a fun movie that wasn't Godzilla, more a really big lizard, and I could kind of concur with that. But
Yeah, I mean, it did have, yeah, yes, and it also had a little bit of the original lore there. Still, we see the nuclear testing and whatnot. It was very much an American Godzilla. Like that's the best way to describe it. This was what happened when America would try to make a Godzilla movie back in the day.
yeah, and now we got -1, and I'm big boy, big boy.
They just dropped season 2 of Monarch too to continue the
Oh
monster.
my god, I gotta watch Monarch season 1 now. Oh my god, I gotta go all the way through that. But if you want the, in my opinion, the best, I love Minus. I don't mind the Sohei. I don't mind the other versions, the Millennium, the Shin, as weird as Shin is. But I have to say, -1 has probably the best Godzilla, both in action and the water scene alone made me go, fuck yeah. Having him the blue spines that all glow and then just that breath, fantastic. The Godzilla versus Kong version of Godzilla, the neutral. I like it, but
I enjoy
my
that.
yeah,
I love the sounds.
yeah. Oh, the
They,
sounds
they
are
have really good
wom
they have really good sounds in
wom
those.
wom wom wom, fantastic. But yeah, the standard edition for that figure is $1,035. Set to
Oh, is
ship.
that all?
Yeah, it's set to ship July 2026. And last but not least, those turtles. TMNT's Krang prop replica.
Cat my ringtone.
A 12 by 12 by 8 replica of Krang from TMNT. I love Krang. Krang is probably one of my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle villains, just because of, well, him. He was what made that cartoon that cartoon. I mean, this one's actually one of the fair cost of it at $100, set to ship July 2026, and it is just a prop replica, so be prepared. It's going to be, I would assume, hollow on the inside, but it is something that you can kind of keep around and make weird gurgling noises at, or hopefully not put into a giant robot. Or Technodrome. One of the two. Don't put them in there. I like Krang. But
Yeah, Krang's cool. I've always been a Bebop and Rocksteady guy, but I like Krang.
Bebop Rocksteady is real close. Third. I still, of course, Super Shredder. Whew. Back when TMNT started getting the money for their Nickelodeon show and started putting money toward that budget and had that really good fight scene where they had their ascendant weapons and all that, I was like, shit. I didn't know that TMNT could actually get fantastic animation, but damn did they get fantastic animation. And now we're in an odd state. I don't mind the new Turtles. It's just
I like the new movie. It's just I thought we were gonna get more. Like there was talks about we're gonna do this TV show to bridge the gap between the movies. We're gonna do the second movie, and how long has it been now? 2 years, 3 years?
It's been a while, and the only thing we got out of that was a Christmas special.
I don't know.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Alrighty, clap hands together. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check the links down in the description for the good old Humble Bundle. Go and help out some charities while getting some good old games. There's a bunch of comic book bundles that I couldn't talk about because, well, Red Sonja got some cleavage right on the front page. So if you happen to really like Red Sonja, there's those. Check out Zenny. They are still holding a really good sale on their sunglasses to get a jump start on spring, even though spring is, I think, next week. 20% off of most of their sunglasses and some of their prescription branded IQ Fit, as well as their eco designs that are recycled goods for very inexpensive. I think I got my pair of black glasses that I'm wearing right now for, I think, $22 plus the prescription. So go and check those out. Check out Hero Forge. Hero Forge is still holding a 20% off deal on their STL files. So if you have a 3D printer nearby, you can go ahead and grab one for less than $5 for the STL file. Print out your own minis, and as Quincy said, go and check out your local
See if your
library.
public library offers it.
Yeah. Check out Quincy on his TikTok as well as his threads. Go and check me out on my new Instagram. That's mostly art and rats. My Twitter still, I'm posting every now and again on Twitter. Twitter's starting to really disappoint me now, so I may not be on there very, very much longer. We'll see. Twitter's a good source of my information, and I don't want to lose it because of some bad eggs,
If that's the problem, it's more than some at this point.
It's starting to get really bad. Go and check out the Discord if you happen to want to go talk to us live. The Discord's down in the description. Go and see that. And I'm still for the next, I think, last week is, this is the last week that the bundle for the No Ice in Minnesota itch.io bundle will be in the description. So go check that one out while helping out a very powerful cause. And I believe that is all that I'm talking about. Yes, it is. At the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, please love one another. It is certainly free to do. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I'm gonna go play more Requiem.